Here we have the new 2021 Nissan Armada Platinum. And this Armada comes in gun metallic, and the interior consists of perforated black leather. And the powertrain is going to consist of the Endurance V8 engine, 5.6 liter, made into a 7-speed automatic. That puts out 400 horsepower and 413 pound-foot of torque. So as we come to the front end here, you have your LED daytime running lights along with your LED headlamps. And no, they do not blink, that's just the camera. And then you get your LED fog lights as well. And there we have the 22-inch machined aluminum wheels. You get passive keyless entry on the front two doors. And there are the controls for your power door locks, power windows, power mirrors, as well as your power folding mirrors. So you just hit this, fold them in, and then you hit this side to fold them out. And then you get your memory seating for two as well. And there's control for your power hatch, your heated steering wheel, as well as your safety shield 360. You can toggle that on and off. And there's your power driver's seat with power lumbar support. Let's go ahead and check out the rear seat room next. So really nice room. I'm 6'3", and I have plenty of room to move about the second row here. And as you can see, you can fit 2 more people about my size back here too. So 5 full-size adults can sit in here no problem. And the outboard passengers even get 2-stage heated seats. And there is your automatic rear AC controls there. And then, if you look closely, you even get a nice 150 volt 3-prong household plug-in. And there's a view of the front from back here. And I really like how these screens are integrated in the headrest. Looks really sleek, and it doesn't make the headrest look oversized. And there you have the third row back there. But let's go ahead and check out the cargo space in the back. So as you can see, you have a bit of room back here, but if you want even more, you can just power fold this third row for even more space, and then you can fold them back. And there's that new back end as well. You got your LED tail lamps, as well as your reverse lights and brake lights. And it looks really sleek back here. Now, if you want to fold the second row down, all you have to do is pull this back here. You can actually fold it in, but then you can just snap it back into place as well. And there's your power passenger seat with power lumbar support. But I just love the looks of this new Armada. Now to check out what's under the hood. There's just a quick look at that 5.6 liter V8. And the cover actually looks really sleek. And I like that. Now from the driver's seat, you start off with this really nice leather wrap heated steering wheel. Feels fantastic. And then over here, you have your radio. So that's your home page. You can scroll through your different options. You can pull up XM weather, traffic, fuel prices. You get AM, FM, and XM radio along with Bluetooth audio. And what's really neat is you even get the wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which really is a game changer. And a lot of manufacturers are starting to put it in the newer vehicles. There's your Bluetooth audio there. Now for the navigation, I really like how you can pull up the map here, and then you can still see if you have your volume on. Depending on what kind of audio you have over there, it'll still display, so you can go through your tracks while paying attention to the navigation. And there's your backup camera there with your bird's eye view. And then down here you have your controls for the dual zone automatic climate control. And then you also get 3-stage heated and cooled seats. Now what's new for the Armadas that I really like is this little stowaway here. Actually has a wireless charging pad here. And it's a really nice big space for just about any phone. And when it detects something on the pad, this lights up to let you know that your phone is charging. And there's your trailer brake controller there. And here's your shifter. You just hit this button back here, reverse, neutral, drive, and then you can slap over for manual mode. And then you also have your snow mode and your tow mode here. You can toggle those with these buttons, and then you also have your traction control as well. Nice cup holders here. And then here's the control where you can actually use the knob for your radio. And you can kind of go through it like the Audis, BMWs. And this is actually very nice to use. And it's very responsive as well, no lag time or anything like that. And then you have plenty of center console storage. And then there's a view of the rear seat from up here. And then, of course, you have a power sunroof, which you can one-touch slide. And then you have this rear camera mirror here where you also have your garage door transmitter. And I really like how it's seamless to cut it on and off, and then you can still see you have your garage door icons there so you know which one to hit. And a nice glove box with your owner's manual. And on the left side of the steering wheel here, you can go through your gauge cluster. And you also have your audio controls. You can go through stations, track lists, and then your volume. And then of course you have your cruise controls and your Bluetooth controls on the right side of the steering wheel. So you can toggle the adaptive cruise as well as put the Copilot 360 on and off. course, you can use these controls here to toggle what shows up, whether it's how many miles you have left or the trip. And then you can toggle the brightness as well. There's your push button start. And there's your key fob with remote start. So next, I think it's time we go ahead and take this Armada Platinum out on the road for a quick test drive. So starting off, I really like how the acoustics on the inside, it's not as loud as you'd expect from this huge engine. And it's definitely come a long way than how it used to be in previous years. But it's really refined. And you still get the same drivability that you've gotten from the previous Armadas. Still have the same brake pedal feel. I think the overall acceleration is better. Like I said, the braking is pretty much the same, but everything else is very similar. And Nissan's kind of had it down pat in terms of giving the feel that people want when driving around an SUV this big. So we're gonna go ahead and hop on the interstate and see how it does going down an exit. And so far, this ride quality has been really nice. I wouldn't expect for this vehicle, especially with 22-inch wheels and it being such a big SUV, I wouldn't expect it to ride this well, but it does. Wow, and it has some pull, I tell you, geez. I think I put my foot probably about halfway down and it found the sweet spot very quickly and it just was off to the races. And this Armada gets 14 miles to the gallon in the city and supposedly 19 on the highway. But you could probably get better numbers depending on how you drive, because this has been very, very easy to manipulate in terms of how much throttle I want to give it, how hard I want to accelerate. But yeah, this just This has been really nice to drive. It's really nice. And takes curves very well too. Even though you'd expect it to be a more top-heavy vehicle, I don't feel any sort of sway coming around these sharp curves on this particular street. But really just the ride height here is fantastic. I'm sitting up quite high, which people in this market, that's what they want. And it's just really, really controllable, and I feel like I can handle everybody else out on the road. Just great throttle response. It didn't hesitate. When I kind of went into the corner slow and then nailed it, it was ready. And this is going to bring me to an end of my review of the 2021 Nissan Armada Platinum.